Got the shit in
From the 757 to the 713, where you know we stay whipping through the streets. Some will call it swinging bang, some will call it slow ride. I just call it cruising to the beat. It's the cruising podcast. Cruising to the beat. Da, 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 da. It's the cruising podcast. Cruising to the da, 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 da.
Yep. What is good? What is up? What is happening, baby? How's everybody doing today? For today, my niggas. We are back. We're back, man. I'm sorry. I had to take a few weeks. I had to take a few extra weeks for your boy. I understand you guys probably. Hopefully, you are still supporting the podcast. Hopefully, you come back. This makes you excited or whatever. Oh my gosh, I am hot. It's hot. It's cool. And as you guys can see, I have my playoff beard going on right now, so it's okay. It's cool. We're good. But hopefully, everyone is having a beautiful day. Beautiful. Hopefully it's beautiful. Hopefully I've had a beautiful start to the year. I don't know, but this podcast will probably be on Patreon, and it will also be on my regular podcast because I'd rather have everyone informed about what's been, about why it's been a little bit of a hiatus and what we're going to get back to getting to this, for the rest of this year, for sure. I've had goals set out for this year, and then a lot of things happened literally at the same time. And so it's just pretty much where I'm at right now, man. It's just like a lot has happened. Okay, a lot has happened. So get right to it. Since you are if you guys are if you are listening through Patreon, I'm gonna make sure this podcast this post is actually free also. So if you guys want to go to the Patreon, maybe throw a couple ducats at you, boy, that'd be great. Pretty much that's all this podcast this one's going to be about. You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of a look forward to what we're going to be doing for the rest of the week. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. If nothing else happens. But with that, where you can find the Cruising Podcast is on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you find latest updates to the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast. Also on Twitter at Nicetown. Is that sweat? Jesus, Mother and Joseph. Okay. First of all, I'd like to congratulate the Philadelphia Eagles and the Kansas City Chiefs for making it to the Super Bowl. Yeah, Super Bowl rematch. Andy Reid, come for you, motherfucker. God, dog it. Okay, coming for you. I don't know what's been going on with my lip, man. This part of my lip should not be fat. I don't know what's going on, but yes. So yeah, that's where I completely forgot what I was talking about because that really derailed all my thoughts. So maybe even 3 weeks ago. This kind of started 3 weeks ago. Jesus, Mother and Joseph. Yes, it did start. It did start that long ago. I got really sick. Like on a Saturday, right? I got really sick, like to a point to where I just could not get out of bed. It was very bad. Like one of the days I got lucky because we didn't have work. And the day before, no, that was the same weekend. That was Friday. So that Saturday, it rained. No, Friday. It was a Friday. It rained a lot. No, Thursday. It was a Thursday. I'm sorry. My bad. Sorry, guys. My timeline is completely off right now. So 2 weeks ago, Thursday, whatever date that is for you. I was going to have a podcast the next day. And at work that day and night, clearly, it was raining. It was raining a lot. And it wasn't even like pouring down rain. It was like constant rain. I got sick like this before during one of these days. And I didn't really feel the effects until that Saturday. Like I worked that Friday fine. I was good. Like not fine, but I knew I was getting sick. And like the next day I was like, I feel like crap. I'm still gonna go to work. We were gonna go. But that Saturday, I couldn't get out of bed. Like I was that sick. I was coughing. I was sneezing. Every type of cold. It was a really bad cold. That's all I can really tell you. But I fought through it that whole weekend. I was doing all the drinking all the waters and everything like that. And so happened that weekend, um, I had family members go to, I'm not going to put any business out, like complete business out, but I had family members that I am very close to that went to an auto auction, like a big one of the big ones. You know what I'm saying? And you probably know which one it is if you know it's beginning of the year. But they went there, and I was completely sick. I think the playoffs just started too. Yeah, because it was like yeah. So I'm like in bed, just completely just fighting whatever the hell this is. And for that whole weekend, I just really barely left my room. Like I think that day of playoffs starting, I went to no, yeah, that day on Sunday, it was a Sunday actually. I went to the sauna, tried to sweat this bad boy out, got as much as I could. You know what I'm saying? If you're ever sick and like feel like you're congested and stuff like that, I definitely advise anyone to try the sauna. It could help. I would try the sauna, or if you have a steam room at somewhere, try that out too, because it should like start helping you a little bit. Like I just found out that Mucinex really doesn't help you with congestion. Just found that out, which really pisses me off because I've been taking Mucinex for congestion. I always wonder why I was always still congested when I took Mucinex. It was very weird. But I was sick as a dog, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was so sick. And then that Tuesday came, and I went to work, and it was fine. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I didn't feel great, but it wasn't that bad at work that day. So I was just like, all right, cool. Let's just, because I think Martin Luther no, the Martin Luther King Day was last week. So I went to work, everything was good. I was almost at the end of my shift. Not the end of my shift, but the end of my route. You guys know. If you know me, you know where I work. And I was, I was around like maybe 20 more stops left, to tell you the truth. Yeah, about 20 more stops. And my sister calls, and my sister doesn't call unless it's an emergency, like on some real, like she knows when, especially if she knows I'm at work. I'm like, yeah, she doesn't call unless it's a complete emergency. And there's two people that I know, like if they call me, it's like this is an emergency type situation. And so she called, but at the same time I was like, yeah, it was, I was kind of like a little chipper. And she told me that at that time told me that a close family member had passed away. And my mood from that time on was just, it was bad. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you. It was completely it I wasn't Andrew Cruz at that time. And to find that out, what I mean, I'm just sitting here like, shit. All right, well, let's try to just get through the day, man. Let's just try to get through the rest of the day. And my older brother called me next after that, and he was like, look, just be careful, do whatever you need to do. I had to call my supervisors and tell them, hey man, look, this person passed away, and we have to, yeah, I don't know what to do. All right, I'm trying to finish the route. I'm going to try to do everything possible to finish my route. Shout out to my supervisors though. They looked out. I ain't gonna lie. I give them like I might give a little crap sometimes, but they did look out that day, because I looked out too for the person that was coming to help, because I had like I said, I had like 20 stops left. And I was like, all right, let me just get this dude down to like one or two streets and just see what I can do. And so, yeah, we got all that done. And yeah, that was hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's very hard, especially when you live with the person, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I didn't know how to react. And I didn't want to go home, and I was very emotional. And thank God for people in my life that called me and just stuck with me that whole time, because that was hard. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. It was very difficult to even walk through my front door. And it was yeah, I just I got through the front door. The dogs came to me just as pretty much normal. They came to me and just, you know what I mean, like everything. It felt almost like I said, like walking through the house was like it was normal, but at the same time, it was like still something here. It's just something happened, and I was just like, all right, well, let's just try to get through this day, and then we got to sit down, all of us got to talk and things like that night. And then that morning I was going to go to work, but both my ears, this ear, what's this, my right ear? Yeah. My right ear was hurting. Okay, so this is weird. Like, it was like Sunday. Right? Yeah, it was Sunday. And I did something with my jaw, and I thought I did like dislocated my jaw. Forgot to tell you guys this. Thought I dislocated my jaw. And it felt like when I tried to bite down, like it hurt really bad. And it was like, all right, maybe my ear just needs to pop or something, or my jaw's dislocated. Don't know. And then Tuesday happened, and then that pain from this ear said, nah, we're gonna go to this ear now. We're gonna fuck this ear up real quick. And it hurt very much. It hurt very bad. And then I couldn't close this side of my mouth. And so I'm sitting here looking, I'm just like, man, I don't want to go to the doctor, but I'm probably gonna have to. And I had to be told pretty much, no, that place is going to be there later. You need to take yourself to the doctors. And I said, you were right. Okay. So, you know what I mean? Made sure everybody knew I possibly have a double ear infection, mostly because I web indeed that bad boy. This is the next day after finding out, by the way, of all this. I went to the doctor. Yeah, double ear infection. Yeah, it was awesome. It was great. It was a great time. Immediately on antibiotics. And yeah. Immediately that Wednesday. Yeah, so Wednesday. It was yeah. Everything's still fresh, by the way. So if it, you know what I'm saying, like things came in like very quick succession in this period of time. Very much back to back type stuff was fucking happening at the same time. It was just fucking amazing. It's just like, hey, look, man, you're gonna deal with some emotional shit. You're also gonna deal with some sick shit, and that's pretty much what happened. And still, that week was still kind of eerie for me, and I still was in a mood that whole week. I tried to be like reserved. Try not to like get in the way, like make sure I didn't get in the way or whatever like that. And so we got through that. And then the next week, that was last week, right? Yeah, so it's last week. So last week happens. We have MLK Day. Of course, we have off from work. Cool. Eagles also won that day, so it's amazing. The next day, we had a snowstorm. Couldn't go to work. Pretty much the city gets shut down. Right? Yeah, the city practically gets shut down for that day. You know what I'm saying? By the way, so the stories that I have worked for the past couple weeks too, by the way, they're going to be on Patreon tomorrow. By the way, let me make sure this is like future noticing for you guys. They're going to be on Patreon. Just putting it out there. And then so pretty much everything got pretty much scheduled pretty quickly. Like this funeral was on Thursday. So pretty much I've been off since then, and just like mentally I've been mentally a lot stronger than I was 2 years ago. 2 years ago I was fucked, and y'all heard it in my voice for sure. I know that for a fact. Y'all heard that for sure. I think that really set me up. Like, it's crazy because one of my good friends, it was around their year death anniversary. Like, they died a year earlier, you know what I'm saying, around this time also. It's just like, man, you just can't catch a fucking break. Yo. It's like January and May suck all the dicks. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like those 2 months or 4 months apart from each other, they both fucking suck. I just want to make sure it's understood. Like cool people were born in this month, aka my aunt and my dad were both born on this month, and the rest of that, you know, kind of fucking sucks. So yeah, so I feel like mentally, man, I feel good. It's just like I said, I got story time for y'all asses. So I'm just saying this. Patreon's going to be worth it this week. I'm just putting it out there. Like $3 for a month subscription to the Patreon. It's going to be worth it. I got y'all, man. I got y'all. But yeah, man, we just pretty much getting back in and just thinking, just been in think mode, you know what I'm saying? Just like gotta make something shake here in the next couple weeks for sure. It's been hard, man. I ain't gonna lie to you emotionally. Getting a little bit more sleep. I've been gaming a lot more. If you guys have not seen on Twitch, I've been doing a lot more gaming just to clear my head, just to do that. And the only reason why I haven't done the podcast is mostly because I didn't have the energy, okay, to do the podcast, meaning that I was super sick and I didn't really have the voice as good as I wanted to. I was going to have the energy that I could have gave you guys, and y'all deserve the best. I'm not even going to lie to you. You deserve the best, and I will always be out here to give you guys the best of the podcast. But we back, baby. We are back. I'm just letting it be known. I know I told you guys Bleach Fridays. We will have Bleach Fridays here very soon. I gotta rewatch a lot of shit so I can know what the fuck is going on actually. And I just like to say to everyone, thank you for all the thoughts and prayers, especially towards my family and also being there for us during your hard time, during this hard and difficult time. I know I didn't really put it on social media. I mean, I'm not. I don't know. This is where it is. You know what I mean? Anybody that's been walked through my life, you know, if you know what happened. So, it's just it just sucks, man. It's a sucky feeling. It really is. But I'm proud of my family, man. My family's been a fucking rock. And special people in this life have definitely been a rock, also a big fucking rock, and that's all I can ask for, man. And, you know what I mean? 2 years ago, yeah. Yeah, let's just say 2 years ago sucked. Okay, and yeah, man, I just hope this isn't one of those years, man. I really hope this isn't one of those years, because I don't know, it's just crazy. But like I said, y'all, that's pretty much what's been going on. You know, I know it wasn't a lot, but a lot. You know what I mean? At the same time, I don't know what it is. It's like I've been getting like today, I'm congested right now. I just don't know what the fuck it is. The weather keeps changing up and down. The snowstorm. The snow wasn't bad though. It wasn't bad this year. They did a really good job. I actually kind of proud of the way Houston kind of took care of the city this time around. I think they did a fantastic job of making sure that these roads were clear, that electricity stayed on for a lot of people, and it's just I think really they did a really good job. Apparently there's another snowstorm coming, or a blizzard supposed to be hitting Texas in the next couple of weeks. I'm not gonna fucking be here, so that's cool. Yeah, that kind of fucking sucks, but you know, got center point. But yeah, man, I'm very happy with my family, man. I'm very happy with everything that we have done, everything that we have accomplished as a collective group. So with that, you know what I mean, like that's pretty much the pod for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Well, not enjoyed it. Hopefully this was very much informational. Oh, that's right. Supposed to give you guys some future notes that's supposed to be coming. All right, so as you guys probably know, I'm probably just gonna make this a regular pod. That's pretty much what we're gonna do. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's stupid, but we're gonna make it a regular pod. Secondly, tomorrow, yes, we're going to have story time with Cruz. Pretty much, it's going to be the Patreon talking about the past couple days. Past couple weeks also, but with like some like really stupid fucking people I had to deal with the past couple weeks. So that's going to be nice. So once again, that's worth $3 a month. I feel like that's those stories alone worth $3 a month. Also, I've been going to the gym a lot. I feel fucking amazing. No, sorry, as you guys can see, I'm drinking out of my circle cup. And okay, getting back to Bleach Friday this Friday. Hopefully, yeah, that's pretty much. I need to watch those episodes. Actually, now I think about it, I'll probably watch a few tonight. I got to also write down notes and shit, so it's gonna be a lot. Also, possibly we'll have an episode on Wednesday. Possibly, depending on how I'm feeling. A lot to even feel like shit. We ain't doing it, but especially because I've been off work for the past couple of days, so I'm going to have to get my shit together. And then the next week I'm on vacation. Who knows? But yeah, Wednesday is going to be a pretty pivotal day. We're going to be pretty much recapping a lot of shows I've been watching lately, especially Sakamoto Days. I'm very excited to talk about this show. I love this show. I'm not gonna lie to you. I love it. I'm in love with the show. I don't care. I really don't care. I love this show. Yeah, that's where we are. And also, I've been watching Blue Lock. Didn't think I could care about soccer, and I do. So yeah, there we go. Hold on. This sucks. All right, sorry. Sometimes the flavor on that kind of like become bland a little bit. I don't know. Yeah, I like it. I love it, but sometimes it can piss me off. But yeah, so that's where we're at right now. With I've also watched a lot of other shit. I know you guys are like, what? That's all you watched? No, that's not all I watched. But I did also watch Rick and Michonne's show on Netflix. Fantastic. Okay, all right. That's all. That's all. That's all. That's a little bit. A little bit, and then I definitely want to talk about Daredevil coming back out with that amazing ass trailer, and then that's about it. I mean, that's about all I got for you. Well, there's one more, of course, but just you guys a little taste. You guys a little taste. I give you the tip. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna give you the whole thing. You ain't gonna get the whole thing. You get the tip though. But yeah. So with that, I like to say I love all you guys so much. Thank you so much for your love and support. Thank you for all the thoughts and prayers. Thank you for everything, man. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. I love all of y'all. Your love is definitely felt, and I very much appreciate it. So, with that, I like to say I love all you guys. Once again, I know I keep saying this, but by the way, where you can find the Cruising Podcast, it's on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere else you can find your podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find latest updates to the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also, and Twitter at Nicetown Finance. So with that, I like to say, my God. Well, I like to say, love you guys. Thank you. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.